Hey, it's Nathan Williams with Crazy Marketing. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a link shortening tool that is better and costs less than Bitly, PixelMe, and most of those other link shortening tracking tools that are out there. Now, this video is going to be kind of like two parts. The first part, I'm going to show you like the differences between the platforms. And then the second part, we're going to go ahead and set it up. So if you're more interested in setting it up, you already know you want a link shortener tracking tool. I'll put a timestamp. You can skip ahead to that portion. But if you want to see like kind of the differences between like these paid services versus what I'm about to show you, how you could go ahead and build for a lot less money and it's a whole lot better, just stay tuned. So if you want to skip ahead, timestamp somewhere and skip ahead. Otherwise, let's get straight into it. So Bitly, I mentioned. If you didn't know, it's a link shortener. You can use Bitly links. You've probably seen them places, and that's free. Bitly links are free, but you know they're limited. You have to use the Bitly domain, and then renaming your links is hard, and tracking it's just limited, right? It's a free service, and that's fine. But if you want to go with their paid service, it is $348 a year. So that's pretty dang expensive for a link shortening and somewhat tracking tool. Bitly's not the best tracking tool on the planet, but I'm about to show you is better. But some of the features here I just wanted to point out to you. So branded links, of course, you know, that's your own custom domain. Branded redirects, let's see, SSL certification, yep, we're gonna do that. Custom domain, not important. So link functionality, so link creation, $1,500 a month. What I'm about to show you, you can create as many as you want in a month. Link clicks, unlimited. Same with what I'm about to show you. Link tags and bulk link tagging. So basically organizing your links. Like, okay, yeah, we got that. QR codes. I don't think what I'm about to show you can do QR codes, but we'll see. If I can, I'll let you know. Deep mobile linking. Not even sure what that means, but it's not available. So anyway, campaign management. So you can merge links, UTM builder. Okay, we got that. Some other stuff, parameter passing. We can do parameter passing with what I'm about to show you. Coming on down to data and analytics. So link history. So only 30 days of link history. What I'm about to show you is unlimited link history. Link reporting, you know, you can go much longer than 30 days. Unlimited link reporting. We got a dashboard, so you can check things out. City level data, got that. Device type, got that. So the point is, there's a lot of stuff that we're going to have access to that Bitly does not. There's some other stuff down here which isn't as, you know, critical. It's hard to, you know, explain and whatnot. But I think I cover the key points. Another service that I use, and I do recommend it, but they've done some changes in the past, or recently, I guess, that makes me think they're about to go out of business or sell out. So I'm concerned about PixelMe because they've removed some features that were important, like conversion tracking. They removed the conversion tracking portion of their tool, and I don't know why they would do that. So I'm thinking they're pivoting, they're gonna sell, they're gonna do something. So I'm hesitant to recommend PixelMe, but we'll take a look at them anyway. So they got a few different plans, $24 a month. Well, here, when billed monthly, it's $29 a month, $69 a month, $400 a month. So pretty dang expensive as well, right up there with Bitly, $300-ish a year. But let's just look here. So number of track clicks per month, 5,000, we can do unlimited. Total branded links, we can do unlimited. Custom domains, you are limited to one, but you could set up multiples. You'll just repeat the process. So, I mean, this is essentially unlimited because you could do as many as you want. Retargeting pixel, yep, tracking. So Bitly didn't have retargeting pixels. That's kind of weird. Link clicks, they spelled clicks wrong. Tracking, yes. Link analytics, yes. Data retention, 90 days. We got unlimited days. CSV export, yeah, I think you can do that. I don't know how important that is, but sure, I think you could do it. Link management, so yes. HTTPS, UTM builder, yeah. GDPR consent. I don't know actually on that one. We might look around when we get to the point. Custom URL slug, yes. So that's like, you know, bit.ly or bit.ly/custom text. So of course you can create your own custom slugs. QR code, again, I gotta check on that. Sorry, I don't have that right off the top of my head, but we'll look at it. Bulk link import and edits and all sorts of organizational stuff. Yep, you can do that. Custom script, yes, can do that. Now you can't do that on their $30 a month plan. You got to upgrade to their $69 a month plan to do custom scripts. So that's lame. Traffic optimization, so link expiration, we can do that, but you gotta have the $70 a month plan to do it over here. Mobile deep linking and link traffic routing. I'm not sure what mobile deep link is, but you gotta spend $300 a month to do it anyway. Link traffic routing, yes, we can do that. So you can't do that unless you want to spend $300 over here. Collaboration, yes, you could go ahead and add users and things of that nature if you want to. So yeah, so those are the services we're kind of comparing to, is Bitly, PixelMe, and there's several other link shorteners, but they're all somewhat similar pricing, etc. And so and they don't offer as much as I'm about to show you. So I'm sorry, but there's one other tool I want to quickly address that you're going to be able to replace with the platform I'm about to show you how to build, and that is ClickMagick. So ClickMagick is popular because it helps affiliates track purchases that they refer. So affiliate purchases, basically you refer somebody to buy somebody else's product and you can track that purchase. And that's because you can set up a pixel on an affiliate's website, assuming they let you. That's part of the deal. ClickMagick, you need to have the affiliate let you set up that pixel. Same thing with the method I'm about to show you. You need to have the affiliate let you set up that pixel on their website. But a lot of affiliate platforms allow you to add a pixel. So ClickMagick and what I'm about to show you, same exact concept. And with what I'm about to show you, you can do more, obviously. A lot more tracking, a lot more details, and of course the conversion tracking. So I just wanted to say real quick, you can also replace ClickMagick with what I'm about to show you. So I just want to jump in here, say ClickMagick is another platform that cannot compare to this next system. What I want to talk to you about is we're going to use a combination of pretty links and as well as like Google Analytics, the Facebook Pixel, and I think that's pretty much it. But we're going to set something up, a system, a platform where you can do more than what Bitly and PixelMe can do, like combined. Okay, so now we're going to get into the good stuff of actually building this thing out. All right, so first things first, you do need the Pretty Links Pro plan. That's $50. I think it's on lifetime. It might be annual, but you need either this. You see how many sites it covers. So if you only have one site, it's one or $50, $100, 5 sites is $150. So yeah, but other than that, look all the stuff they offer. So got all the different redirect types. We'll mainly use this meta refresh and tracking pixel redirects. We got some other stuff, so link categories. So there's all the organizational stuff, custom slugs, detailed click reporting. And so, yeah, Pretty Links has their own click reporting, but we're going to run stuff through Google Analytics and have way detailed reporting that the other services cannot give you. Export click database. So there you go. You can export to CSV. Forward URL parameters, check. You saw that was kind of a big deal with the other tools, but we got that. No follow links. Okay. Robot filtering. So cool. Simple click counting. Yeah. Alternate base URL. So this is kind of cool. You could go ahead and redirect people to different URLs based off of certain scenarios. Conversion reports, very cool. These other services don't do that. Like I said, PixelMe had it, but then they got rid of it for some reason. Don't know. It's irritating. Expiring links can do. You saw we couldn't really do that, or it's really expensive to do it on the other platforms. Oh, QR codes. So you can do it. QR codes. Cool. Google Analytics. Yes, awesome. So, we got detailed stuff here. Here's stuff that integrates with WordPress, but we're not going to necessarily use WordPress, as you'll soon see, but we could do rotate redirect. So it's kind of talking about that split test. So split test different pages and conversions on those pages. You can redirect based off of geographic location, technology, time. You can import, export links, and some other public link creation, social sharing buttons. Not exactly sure what those do, but anyway, they're there. So anyway, you can see that we got a lot of features here, more than we have over on these other platforms. So, and you see that it's $50, starting at 50 to 150, depending how many sites you need. And yeah, I do think that this is a one-time payment. I've only paid once, and I've had it for like 5 years. So I don't know if they changed their plan since then or what. But anyway, yeah. All right. So of course, one of the first things you need to get started is a short link. Like I personally have cem.2, crazymarketing.2 is my link. I think I bought it for like $8. Namecheap was offering a special price on it at the time, so I could get it for like really cheap. But the point is, you could come over here to Namecheap, throw in like, you know, a 3-letter acronym or letter number acronym for that represents your business, or maybe it doesn't represent your business. Maybe you want something generic, general, whatever. You throw it in there, and like here's a little 5-character domain for $30 a year. Kind of expensive, but here's one for $280. You know, just a couple more characters, but the point is you can likely find, here's one that's 6 characters for $690. Anyway, the point is you can likely find a domain that is short, like 5 characters, that you could use as your short link, right? So you find that domain. I use Namecheap, but you know, you use GoDaddy or whatever you want to use. I don't care. So you get your short domain, okay? Then of course you need some hosting. You probably already have hosting already, in which case you could just use an add-on domain and, you know, set it up that way. Basically, at the end of the day, you're going to be installing and setting up a WordPress website on your short domain, and then you're going to use Pretty Links as like the tool. So anyway, if you don't have hosting, I use SiteGround myself. I like it, recommend it. They have different plans here. I do have the Go Geek plan, but I believe like the startup plan, or I mean, for what we're doing here, like if you're only doing this as a dedicated link shortening tool, like I believe your startup plan could serve as that. I don't think you need much more than that, because all you're doing is installing WordPress and redirecting people basically via Pretty Links. So I don't think you need much more than that. But anyway, you get a hosting plan. If you have questions, you can post a question down below. I'll try and get you pointed in the right direction. All right, and then of course, you go in, you set up WordPress on your domain. Most services like SiteGround here, you have like a one-click or a couple-click WordPress install, so it's really easy to install WordPress. Should have no issues doing it. A lot of services like SiteGround also offers free SSL certificates through that Let's Encrypt service. So you can add a SSL certificate real easily. So you got all your secure links. You set up WordPress real easily, and then you install Pretty Links on your WordPress website, and then that's it. Like that's all you stick on there. So here is mine. See, we're on my domain. I got it secure with the HTTPS. CEM, crazymarketing.2, and then, you know, it's just a WordPress website. And the only plugin I have on here is, well, I got 2, I guess, but I got the Pretty Links Developer Edition. Okay, so there's Pretty Links. And then I got SG for SiteGround Optimizer. I don't know, I guess they optimize my website. I'm not exactly sure what it does, but it came pre-installed when they set up WordPress for me. But anyway, this is it. That's all that's on this website, because I'm using it strictly as a link shortening service. And so I want it, you know, lean, mean, fast, all that type of stuff. So it's just these two tools, or one tool if you don't have this one on there. All you need is Pretty Links installed. All right, so then what we want to go ahead and do is you need to set up your Google Analytics if you don't have it set up already. Now, what I personally did, and I kind of recommend, or it's something to do, come in here. If you don't have a Google Analytics account yet, go ahead, set it up. You can create an account, just create a general account. Property over here, I don't think there's any settings you necessarily need to do. I mean, you will need your tracking info, and you get your tracking code over here and right here. But besides that, I don't think there's anything necessary you need to set up in this area. Nothing super important. You can, of course, get fancy with it and all that stuff, but that's beyond the scope of this video. But what I wanted to do is show you what type of view I recommend creating. So you come over to create a view, and I already created a special CEM2 view. And I threw on a couple filters over here. So filters. So one thing I want to do is filter for a full URL. And basically what this means is that in my Google Analytics reporting, I'm going to see the full URL that people are visiting. And that just helps me keep things organized in case I do like cross-domain tracking. I want to know which domains people are moving in and out of and all that type of stuff. So I do recommend setting up this full URL tracking. Even if you don't know what this means right now, just set it up. Get it set up from the start, so that way if you do cross-domain tracking or anything like that, like you already have it in place. And it's better to have it in place than to go back and do it later. So anyway, this is how you set it up, and I'll link to an article on how to do it, or you could pause the video and just make your settings match what is right here on my screen. So I recommend setting that filter up real quick, and then we'll come back out to the filters. And then I also recommend setting a filter up for only tracking your short domain. So my CEM2 only domain. So basically all it is, predefine, include only, traffic to the host name that contain, and then your host name. All right, so then when you come over to like your audience and your overview and your reporting, now I just set this thing up this morning, so I don't have a whole lot of information going on in here, but I got some. So anyway, you can come in here, and now I'm only seeing traffic to my link shortening tool. Only my short links have traffic in here, and I can see, the detailed stats that, Bitly and PixelMe are bragging about, their detailed stats. Well, I don't think you can really beat Google Analytics and their detailed stats. They give you a ton of information, like here's the languages, country, city. So I think one of these companies was bragging about city. So here you go, here's cities right here, too easy. Browser, operating system, service provider, mobile operating system, service provider, and so on. And of course you can come into all sorts of geographic information, and I mean you got the entire Google Analytics system you could go ahead and dive into and look at and explore and get into the details. You can also of course set up like goals and conversions, goals. So you can set up goals inside of Google Analytics. And I'm going to show you another way you can set up goals as well inside of Pretty Links, inside of Pretty Links as well. So you can track goals multiple different ways, but here we are in Google Analytics, so you can set up goals there if you're familiar with that concept. Otherwise, I'm going to show you Pretty Links method. So anyway, what you want to go ahead and do while you're in here, after you set up your account and your filters, you want to come grab your tracking code info, tracking code, grab this snippet of code over here, and go into Pretty Links, go to options over here, and come into links. And right here where it says global head scripts, we want to go ahead and paste your Google Analytics code in there. So I have mine already, and I got some other fancy stuff going on in there. Not important. The point is, you put your Google Analytics code right here in the global head script. And what that's going to do is it's going to stick your Google Analytics code on all the links that you have. And therefore you have tracking set up because it's going to run through Google Analytics, and you can log in and check it all out. So drop your code in here. A couple other things while we're in here you want to go ahead and do is redirection. In order for this tracking code to work, you need to use either meta refresh, or JavaScript. So one of these two options, I recommend meta refresh. It's a lot more reliable than JavaScript, because if somebody has JavaScript disabled on their account, it's not going to work. So recommend meta refresh, turn on enable tracking, and then you can customize these options to your heart's content over here. These are mine right here. You can copy what I have here, and so on. Here's the QR code stuff, so I guess we could turn that on if we want to. There, we'll turn that on, we'll see what happens. And then of course go ahead and save it. All right, so very cool, we got all this set up. Now, one thing real quick before we go into some Pretty Links stuff. You can also add your Facebook pixel, which I've done, and recommend doing it if you use Facebook at all. But yeah, just come in here, grab your pixel code. So come into all tools and pixels, click on your pixel, and then set up and install pixel. and manually add pixel code to website. Grab your snippet right here, come back over to pretty links, and then you'll drop it right in your global head scripts box right here. And that's pretty much it. Of course, this goes with all types of tracking tools. So if you have other services that you're using, you can go ahead and throw your code in right here, and it'll be fired on all your pixels, or all your links. So cool stuff, right? So we're tracking on Facebook, we're tracking on Google, all good stuff. All right, now I'll show you a couple cool tricks in Pretty Links. Some of it's a lot of it's self-explanatory, but we'll come in here. We'll go ahead and add a new Pretty Link. And so self-explanatory. So let's say I want to link over to this article right here. I come in here and I make sure my redirection is meta refresh, throw in my article. It gives me a slug here, or I can go ahead and change it, of course, article. I could add notes, which are my own personal notes. Advanced settings, so I could set up no follow or sponsored or delay redirect or parameter forwarding or tracking. Of course, probably want tracking on. Google Analytics, we got it tracking another way than this right here, but so we're good. Pro, we could go ahead expire links. So if you want to go ahead and expire links, I know one of these companies or both these companies were talking about link expiration, but we could go ahead and do it here based off a date or clicks, and then we can send people to different URLs. So freaking cool, right? URL replace or keyword. So this comes down to your blog, and same with this, is that if you had a blog and Pretty Links installed on it, it would look for certain keywords or URLs, and it'll replace it with this Pretty Link here, or it'll link your keywords with this Pretty Link. So if you had a blog and Pretty Links installed, that's what those options are for. Head script, so if you wanted a separate head script code in here, you could go ahead and add it. Dynamic redirection, so this is cool stuff. I know these other companies were bragging about it, but we got it right here. So we got rotation, so you could go ahead and rotate what links people are visiting. So cool stuff right here. See, boom, boom, boom. How often, all that type of stuff. You set up a split test as well. So you could go ahead and give a goal link, and we'll talk about this in just a second here, but you pick a link over here, and so it's kind of tracking which link in your split test is generating that goal, right? So you can generate a report then and see which variation is giving you the goal you want. So this could be useful, of course. You create a short link, you put it in an email, and it rotates through a few different sales pages or something like that. So it rotates through those pages, and then you have your goal link as the success page, and you could track through the entire system. They clicked on this link, they visited this sales page, and it resulted in this many sales. So you could do that right here inside of Pretty Link. So pretty cool freaking stuff. I'll show you a little trick too in just a second here, but awesome stuff right there. We got geographic, so we could do it based off of geographic location or countries. And then we got technology, so let's see what they got on here. Devices, so whatever device type, operating system, browser, and pick out whatever URL you want them to go to based off of that. And then based off of time, so this could be beneficial if you're if you have hours or something to that effect. You could go ahead and have different redirects based off of if your business is open versus it's closed and stuff like that. So freaking sweet, right? All this stuff is pretty simple, self-explanatory, but I just wanted to show you these features, and of course you can go ahead and play with them. Then of course over here we got tags, so I don't know why they're bragging about tags in here and making it a feature. Tags and organization. That makes sense, right? So you could tag your links so you keep things organized. You could also put them in categories to keep things organized, and that's basic organizational skills right there. So that's all easy, simple stuff right there. Let's see. And here's the QR code. So since I enabled that feature, I could go ahead and I guess save a QR code and share it around the world if I want to. So there you go. So I guess that's cool if you use QR codes. But what I wanted to show you now is kind of that conversion tracking. So what we want to do is we want to add a new Pretty Link, and we'll say purchased book. So let's say that I'm selling a book, and what I'm setting up here is going to fire off when somebody buys that book. Okay, so it'll be on like my order success page, order confirmation page, right? So I'd set this up. For this redirection, I want to come down here to pixel. All right, this is something different, special, whatever. It's a pixel instead of a redirect. So it doesn't really matter what you type in here. You're not going to like see this. It's associated with the pixel. So if you can leave it the default or change it or whatever floats your boat. And let's come in here. There's no real options or anything like that for this because it's a pixel, but we can go with tracking and leave everything else alone. And go ahead and update. All right, so what you'll see right here is this gives us a little snippet here. Let's see, let me open a notepad so we can look at this snippet together. And so here we go, here's our little snippet. So you see it's an image, IMG means image, and then the source of the image is our pretty link right here. So basically it's loading our pretty link in an image that is 1 pixel by 1 pixel. So it's a little 1 pixel by 1 pixel image that, is so small you can't see it, but it's running and it can track things. So I could take this pixel here and paste it on my order confirmation page, my order success page, after somebody buys my book, paste it in there. And then what I do is I come over to my pretty links here, and I could go ahead and come into the Pro, and we could do our rotation here and add a couple links, set up our split test, and our goal link then will be that little short link that I just created. So, or not the little short link, the little pixel I just created. So let me find it real quick. So here it is right here, purchase book. So that little pixel will track those conversions for me. Go ahead, update it. And then I can come over to reports as well and take a look at what's going on. So I come in here and add a new report. And then we could go ahead and let's see. I'm just gonna pick a couple reports here. So I'll select my links or whatever, that are relevant to what I'm trying to sell. And then I come over here to select my goal link. And here I'm gonna select my little pixel that I set up. So here's my purchased book pixel. I create my report and I must name my report. So purchased book and create. And I could go ahead and view it. And basically what it'll wind up doing, I don't have any traffic here obviously, but I could, between these 3 different links that I'm tracking, I can see which ones are generating the sales by, that little pixel I created by that firing. So this is incredibly powerful, obviously. I think you can understand and see the power here. Like there's some really expensive conversion tracking tools that do something similar to this, but they're very expensive. You're looking at $300 a month on some of those tools, whereas you can do the same exact thing with pretty links here, setting it up with how I show you by creating a little pixel. You paste that pixel on your success page, and then you have your pretty links, and it tracks those conversions for you right here in the platform. And it's powerful. I know you can see that. And so that is mainly what I wanted to show you in this video. I wanted to show you the differences between the platforms, the very expensive premium platforms versus what you can create, and what you can create by yourself for a lot less money is better than what you could pay a lot of money for. So hopefully you found this video helpful and inspiring, maybe something like you want to get out there and create a link shortener and connect it to Google Analytics and set up conversion tracking and all that other stuff. So anyway, that is it. I hope this video is helpful. I hope you have a great rest of the day. Thank you. I'm out.